In the dungeons we slay, in the dragon's den we play. Raise a glass to the heroes who battle night and day. With a fiddle and a hurdy-gurdy, we'll sing the tales of old. In the tavern we gather, where the stories unfold. In the moonlight we roam through the ancient cobblestones. With swords and shields we march across the land we've known. With a fiddle and a hurdy-gurdy,
I'd say, if you could do anything, what would float your boat?
It's hard to think in those terms because I do have a bunch of stuff that
You want to do
that I have to do, like this Tales of the Unseen thing. That's left over from the Mighty Protectors Kickstarter project from several years ago. We still owe that to people.
Got it. Okay.
And so it's in the back of my head, I have, you know how there's all these retro clones of D&D?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like to do my own retro clone of D&D and, illustrate it with all my art. But I haven't, mainly because there's so many already. I don't know if anybody wants that. But since I'm an artist and game designer, there's things I would like to do in a redesign of original D&D that might be fun.
Yeah, that sounds cool to me.
Oh, that would be awesome. Are you kidding? I'd buy it.
Well, but well, but you see, that's the thing. We'd buy anything. We'd be hungry for it because we want that time back again, that golden time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, every time Ed will tell you, every time we have somebody on who has a quick Kickstarter, I'm like, "What's your Kickstarter?" I'm like, "Oh, I just did it. I just bought it." Of course, my wife then pokes her head in and goes, "Did you just spend $110 on something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll tell you later. Don't worry about it."
Yeah,
but you have a lot here. You have a lot. I'm looking at Kickstarter, and you were right. You did a ton.
How many was it?
Oh boy,
too many to count.
1, 2, 3, 5, 7,
I said 14.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay, but that's everything, not just the D&D stuff, right?
No, that's most.
Not just the D&D stuff. Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you back,
my count was off.
Okay, if you take off the Ripper, Return of the Ripper, and the Mighty Protectors and Dinosaurs of the Lost Valley, and Cave. I guess Kurt Hill. Yeah, there are some here that aren't. So take off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 18.
Okay.
18, 17 or 18, something like that. There's somebody you're on here with somebody. It's a different picture. It doesn't have your smiling face on it. That's somebody else's, but I'm guessing you did artwork for it. But
is that the Return of the Ripper thing? I think I just did a couple.
You know what? It may have been. Yeah, exactly. Return of the Ripper. Yeah, Michael Davis.
All that other stuff, though, I mean, most of it is other RPGs I've written and or co-designed and published and illustrated.
Legions of the Petal Throne.
Legions of the Petal Throne?
Yeah,
that would be somebody else.
It says revisiting my Legions of the Petal Throne art.
Oh, okay. No, that is me. Did I do a Kickstarter of just that? Oh, yes, of course. Because see, that I've done. You remember Empire of the Petal Throne, right?
Yes.
So you know that I've done an RPG in that setting called Baythorn. That was gonna demand huge amounts of artwork. Because one of the big problems with the original Empire of the Petal Throne is it had hardly any art in it.
Yep.
I know dozens and dozens and dozens of weird alien monsters that, all you got was a description.
Right.
So I wasn't going to do my new Tecumel game unless I could get it fully illustrated. And then I thought, wow, how much time. This Kickstarter is going to have a gigantic fundraising number to pay for all my time. But instead of that, I said, there's all these Techamel fans, and I just broke the art up into a bunch of little projects and did them like my TSR art recreation projects. But these were like create the art for these Techamel creatures kind of for the first time. Though, as much as possible, I worked with the Techamel Foundation, who managed the rights to that property now, to get old sketches, old unpublished sketches of those things, so I get them as accurate as possible. So that's how I funded the art part of that game, was peeling it off into separate Kickstarter projects. And
So
that
cool.
and one of them was I did, it was my first published work, actually, was the drawings of some of the original Legions of the Petal Throne miniatures from TSR, and that appeared in Dragon Magazine #6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Boy,
tells it right here. It says, including my first professional artwork for the Legions of the Petal
Yeah,
Throne.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Dragon
feel
#6.
old now. Thanks. No.
Well.
Really? Wow, I didn't know. And all these are like, some of them are funded like 400%, 350%, and 330%. Wow.
Yeah, the first one of my TSR art Kickstarters, I believe, was the Melnibonean stuff
Oh my God, yes. I
from
just,
from only that early those early printings of
I
Deities
have
United
it.
Gods.
I have it.
Um, I had been working in the computer games industry and just gotten laid off along with the entire design department at this company, where I was lead designer on a Sims game,
Oh, wow.
if you can believe it. Laid off the entire art department. I'm looking around going, I don't know, am I going to pay my bills? And I came close to losing my house for lack
Oh,
of work.
wow.
But that first Kickstarter project, the Abel Libanean one, saved my house.
Did it really?
Literally paid me like a day before I absolutely drop dead deadline, give them the money or move out.
Or move out?
So yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that was a stroke of luck. I'm almost not mad at whatever nitwit threw out my originals, because
Well, I
I
wish
would
I'd
not have had
known.
that opportunity.
I wish I'd known about it at the time. I definitely would have put money in it.
Well, if you want prints, I still got some of those.
Oh, nice.
Just go through those Kickstarter projects and jot down the things you'd like to have prints of, and I'll see what I got.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 'Cause I just got some print. I got some Jeff Easley prints.
Mm.
He was doing a sale, not, I guess, kind of a sale, on a bunch of his cover art that's on. I think they're on posters about this big. They're not huge,
Hmm. Hmm.
but they're signed. The color art from the Monster Manual 2 with the big ogres
Right,
that kill
right.
the.
That
Um,
that's how I did the prints of
yeah,
my cover painting recreations.
yeah, no, absolutely. I'll definitely go through and take a look because
Cool,
I
man.
love the I never say it, Milanobian. Um,
Melanibonean. Melanibonean.
Monimo Bay. Yeah, there you go. What Ed said.
Yeah, I think Ed and I are mostly on the same page about that.
I did once ask Mike Moorcock just
Oh,
to be
good.
sure.
Oh, and that was of course the really risky part of that art recreation, was the question of the rights to
Yes.
recreate that art. And so I had to reach out to both Wizards and the Moorcock's like manager. And I got that. I didn't exactly get permission from Wizards. I got a "we're not gonna make any claim either way."
Yeah.
I thought was wise.
Yeah, yeah,
We've actually discussed that several times, Ed, on the show about the rights when we actually had them, but what's his face didn't want to cause any problems or something, or
yeah.
Hmm.
That's always tricky, but there is this what you can do as a fan, inspired
Right,
by
right.
and I realize you're dancing around the edge of a live volcano when you do that, but if you really want to do something, it's sometimes the only way to get your chance to do something, you know,
Mhm.
and and as a greedy fan, leaving aside all the, the monetary thing and so on, as a greedy fan, you just always want to see this stuff out in the world, no matter what. You
Yeah.
know, and it's sort of like that was my youth or whatever, and you don't care about, oh, they didn't have the rights to do this, the rights to do
No.
that, because it was there in the original. And if you were at that Gen Con and you ran wildly along the corridors and took a header down the stairs and lined up with all the guys at top speed to get your copy, and your copy had that in it, and then you haven't been able to get them since, you somehow feel like the world cheated you. They should be in there because they were in the, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what the morality is. It's like, for you and your memories, it's like, you took away my childhood, sort of thing.
As speaking as a
Yeah.
artist and designer and publisher, I kind of don't have that freedom to not care.
No, I get that. I'm just saying.
I totally agree with what you're saying. That is exactly how fans look at it.
Yeah.
When you're into business, then you gotta start caring.
Oh yeah,
I didn't go through a 5-year legal battle with the former Fantasy Games Unlimited for nothing.
Yeah, of course. No, I get it. Yeah, I'm just saying you will always have fans who go, yeah, give me.
Yeah,
for that reason. Yeah.
Well, and yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, for the sake of the fans, I'm glad that the Moorcock rights thing worked out, so I could do that Kickstarter. And then, of course, I was thrilled to send Michael Moorcock a big package of all the art that I made.
Right.
So that was fun.
I made him happy for that.
Oh,
which they never demanded. That I just thought that was the right thing to do.
But it's the right thing to do. No, exactly. No, I was going to say, I remember I was in 10th grade, so this would have been about 78, I guess. 78 or so when I got that Deities and Demigods, when I went from Texas to Florida to visit my aunt with my parents, and we're in their RV on the coast camping, and I'm up in the top of the RV squeezing this little bunk
with your
Deities and Demigods just going through. I could tell you the smell of the paper and everything. It was just
for sure.
Oh my! And I think I paid what, $12 a piece for those books back then, and now that Deities and Demigods books with the Melnibonian in there are upwards of $300 or more.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I have two of them. I have 2 copies of that.
Ooh,
I'm never getting rid of them. I'll try to get them signed sometime if I ever see you at a convention. But
awesome.
Yeah.
So that actually leads to a question.
Yeah.
I'm looking back at that book in my mind, and I'm remembering all the art, all the black and white line art all the way through. There's a lot of it, and a lot of people had a hand in it. How did they divvy it up?
Oh, wrestling. No, I remember I really wanted to do the Cthulhu section.
Mm-hmm.
I really did. And it fell to Errol, and that was the right call. I'll admit, right? I just wanted to.
Right.
He did an amazing job on that stuff. It was sort of everybody stake your claim, and then Dave Sutherland, the art director, divvied it up. And as you may notice, there's a little bit of there'll be 1 or 2 drawings by somebody else in each section. So a lot of people still got a hand in other parts as needed. So that was all fine. We're all pretty happy with the way it worked out.
I just wondered if it was you do that one, oh, we need 1 more, and then we can go to production.
It was by in Deities and Demigods, it was by chapter.
Oh, right? Good. Okay.
So
it was. I mean, you got the Thor, you got the Norse gods.
Right.
Which are incredible.
So, I think that was a. Oh, thank you. I think that was good move to keep the style of each pantheon
The same.
more
Yeah.
consistent. Even like I said, there's still some
Yeah.
exceptions. Just gave other people a chance to have their say. But I mean, the part that I'm most happy about that I got to do was the Egyptian stuff.
Oh yes.
Because
Yes.
I had just come out of art school, and at the time we were either in or just past the John Byrne, Terry Austin run on X-Men.
Yep.
And I freaking loved Terry Austin's inking style. If you can thank both the ancient Egyptians and Terry Austin for the way that my stuff looked in that chapter, because it was like, yeah, you could do a kind of, I don't know how to describe it, more simplistic line art style, which fit ancient Egyptian art. It's like the way they worked, but then bring a more modern sensibility to the anatomy and stuff. So that was a lot of fun. I really liked that.
I remember seeing that the first time, like paging through my book, there at Gen Con, and thinking, oh, finally I get to see the art the way it was meant to be, because you were so used. My age, you grew up with all the photographs of Carter opening Tutankhamun's tomb and so on, and you were used to seeing these frescoes with bits and pieces of the plaster missing.
Yeah.
So they look dirty. They look incomplete.
Yeah.
And then you had these, it's like, oh, this is so clean and everything's there. I can finally see it. I can see the beauty of the design. Thank you.
Now, something else that you might find interesting if you were not previously familiar with my Kickstarters is when there were books that had blank spaces with no art in them. And my stretch goals on those projects were to fill out those blank spaces with brand new art.
Wow.
Nice.
So, like in the Egyptian section, there's like 5 or 6 gods that never got an illustration, and I did those and sold prints on those projects. So, if you want to see the new stuff,
yeah. Are you kidding?
And I want to talk about the new stuff too, because
okay.
I mean, we love to wallow in nostalgia because we're old farts.
But, if you go to my Deviant art, I believe it's Jeff D /deviantart.com. I've got to find it.
Yeah, I had it up here.
Okay, well, good then.
I did have it.
All that stuff is posted there.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a whole category of my work on DeviantArt that's Kickstarters. And then if you can bring those on screen, they can talk about them right there.
Let me see. That's
Come
what
on,
was
Jeff.
the address again?
Oh, let me try to find it now.
Oh wait, here. No, Deviant. Let's see, Deviant.
There are too many deviants on the internet, Jeff.
No, I got it here. Hold on. Yeah, too many deviants on the internet.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the name either.
Yeah, let me DeviantArt is kind of like, okay. Let me pull up that page here. And it should come up. Let me know.
There we go. Yeah.
Here you go. You got it here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me what to do with it.
Go to the gallery tab. You're on the home tab right now. Yeah. And then Kickstarter.
Oh, look at that mummy. Oh my God, I love it.
Always
did I already do it down here? Here we go.
And then scroll up a little.
We'll sing our songs of lore in the tavern. We'll keep telling the tales forevermore.
You're the ones, there are no others, so here's your realms, you funky mother.